3. So move it up a bit. Okay, question number 3. PQR is the right angle triangle. PQR is the right angle triangle. They've given us some measurements. 3 centimeters and 10 centimeters. Work out the size of angle RPQ. So in this question here, Mr. Umar, we have to work out where's RPQ? RPQ, somebody put a little hat on it. R to P to Q is represented by this angle here. This is angle RPQ. Okay? That's the angle we're interested in. Now, once you put the angle on there, what do we do first, Mr. Zishan? We start with the angle and we go opposite the angle and we call the side which is opposite the angle, we call it the opposite. That was very difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not. And the side which is opposite the right angle is called the, and so the left elbow side has to be the adjacent. Excellent, lovely, good. Now, if we look at this question, what do we know? We know the adjacent and we know the opposite. So now, if you want to just do soccer towa in your head, soccer towa, it's between what letters? O and A. What sound does that make? Towa. So it's going to be tan. Towa. Okay. Towa. So that's a quick way for us to quickly find the correct identity without doing lots of messing about. We can easily get to where we want to get to straight away. Okay, how do we know that? Rutaba, if we know the O and we know the A, we say Owa, and Owa goes with Towa, which is tan, identity. Now, what do we do, Idris? What we know, we tick it. And what we don't know, which is the angle here, theta. Okay, that's RPQ is actually that angle there. So that's the Greek symbol theta. Okay? So that's what that's referring to. So tan of the angle. So if you wanted to, you could get rid of this and just put here tan of RPQ. Put into context of the question. Now what don't we know? We don't know the angle. Now what do? We get the thumb. We cover what you want to work out. And what's it telling you now, Idris? If I cover this up here, what have I got left over?
What do we do by
A. Right. Let's write this bit down. So tan of my angle remember it's tan of the angle. That's why some of you are making mistakes. You just write down tan. Zisha, you got that point there? Tan of the angle is equal to, so this is what you say it was? O over A. Right, now let's put the O and the A value in there and we want to work out this. I need to get rid of the tan. So Samia, what's the opposite tan?
Tan inverse.
Inverse tan. So we grab the tan from here, we take it over to the side and it becomes a tan to the -1 of O over A. And that will give us RPQ. Okay, right. Be happy with that? Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to rub off the letter, put the numbers in there. Okay, now, Mr. Umar, what is the value of O?
7.
The value of O?
3.
3. Okay, Ramiz, what's the value of A?
10.
Right, now let's put that into our calculators. So in the calculator, we're going to press shift and the tan button. That'll give us tan to the -1. Now we need to put this fraction in. So you press the fraction button, which is a white rectangle over a white empty rectangle. That one there. That gives us a fraction. Press 3, replay, brings the cursor to the bottom. 10, replay, close the brackets. Have you got that?
Yeah.
You got all that in there. Then we press equal. We get an answer of 16.699 for the moment. Okay, let's have a look here. 16.699. 16.699. Okay, now the question says here, okay, let's have a figure. It says 3 significant figures. So 3 significant figures. The first significant figure starts where here? No. Starts first significant figure, second, third. So the 9 is the decider. If it's 5 or more, you add 1. It is more than 5.
So it'll be 16.7.
So it'll be 16.6 add 1 will give you the 7. So the final answer will be 16.7
Centimeters.
no, degrees. It's a small angle because it's quite long, that's quite short. Okay, so 16.7 degrees angle. Okay, I'm going to rub that off, move on quickly on to the next question. That's all question number 3 done. That's all they wanted for that question. That's 3 marks. Dishan, you managed to get that? You managed to get that? Okay, good. In the examination, just trying to give you some techniques for doing it quickly. Okay, this is question number 4. Okay, now ABC is a right angle triangle. They're giving you some measurements on here. Work out the area of the triangle. So now, area of the triangle is equal to the base times by the height divided by 2. Always write down the formula, even though you might know it. It's a simple formula. What is the base, Ramiz?
The base is 8.5.
Okay, what is the height, Zishan?
7.
Okay, now then we divide it by 2. Okay, 8.5 divided by 2.
Time by 7 divided by 2.
Yeah, 8.5 times by 7 divided by 2. That will give us an answer of
29.27.
20.75. Is that all the answers on the calculator?
Yeah.
Okay, 29.75. And if they asked us to write off in any particular way?
No.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. That 2 decimal places okay as well as a mathematical answer. So the area is that, and then it'll be centimeters squared. That's the area. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
Alright, next part of the question is, look at the next part of the question. I'm not going to move the board up. We'll lose the triangle. We'll work out the length of AC and give the answer to 2 decimal places. AC now. Right. That's not AC Milan, that's something else. Alright, let's have a look. So we have to work out now, do we need to use trigonometry here?
Pythagoras.
No, you should use Pythagoras theorem because we've got a right angle triangle. We've got to work at the third side now. Opposite the right angle on a opposite the right angle on a right angle triangle is always the hypotenuse. Okay, I call the other sides B and C. That's what I call them. Call them in any order you like. Okay, ignore this B here for the moment, and ignore the C for here for the moment. Okay. Right. The rule I teach my students is hypotenuse squared is equal to the other 2 sides squared and added together. This might vary from what you learned in school. In school you normally learn hypotenuse squared as
C.
A squared equals B squared. That's one version. That's another version.
It must be like C squared equals B squared minus.
Okay, that's another version. Okay, there's so many different versions of the actual formula. I'm trying to teach you a version that you can remember and understand in the examination. So I'm going to use my version. These are all the same. Okay. Whatever is over here squared, that's always the hypotenuse. That's the best way to remember it. Hypotenuse squared. What is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is equal to? AC. And the B value is equal to? 7. So 7 squared. Plus C squared. What's C equal to?
8.5.
8.5 squared. Now, the way I label my diagram B and C, I'm not using their lettering. I've rubbed off their lettering completely for the moment, so we don't get confused with our lettering not corresponding with their big letters. Now, B and C can be put in any order. That's arbitrary order I've chosen. It doesn't matter. If you call this one B and that one C, or the way I've labeled it at the moment, okay? So you just label one of them B, one of them C. So AC squared. Right now, Mr. Idris, I don't want AC squared, I want AC. So what to do with the squared? We grab the squared,
Square over.
take it over, it becomes a
Square root.
square root. So everything you got to do step by step. So we have 7 squared plus 8.5 squared. So we grab our calculators and we type in as we see it here.
11.0.
So you press square root button first, and then we type in 7 squared, add 8.5 squared, and as you can see the square root sign gets bigger, the numbers get bigger. Press equal, it gives you a third SD button. So what do we get? 11.011. 11.011, yeah?
0.1.
Okay, whatever that is. Now the question says, it says give us 2, what does it say?
2 decimal.
2 dp. Okay, Mr. Idris, are we happy with what 2 dp is?
Yeah.
1, 2. Look at that number there. Is that number 5 or more? No. So we leave it as 11.01. So we can say now confidently that we get rid of that. Okay, 11.01. Okay, is our final answer. Done. Okay, right. That's question 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, 4 finishes onto this page.
There's another question.
Yeah, big 4.
Okay.